Joined with two of our favorite guests here in the San Francisco area. We have Connie Servative, and we have Tweaka Turner, heading out to Half Moon Bay next week for their first ever Gay Pride celebration, brought to you by Connie Servative, who had a problem with this. Was it a certain restaurant or venue? And
listen up, this is a great story.
And basically took them to court for mistreating her. And one of the results was that they had to do a gay pride event at the venue to sell and to show that they are copacetic with the whole gay thing. So I'm super excited to be part of it. It's awesome to be part of something that is the first one ever. And I think that there's been quite a bit of attention paid to it. You got a lot of attention on with the media.
Well, we have an article in the paper. They put my picture in there. I look like when I used to work on Polk Street. They took a photo of me. Now I'm so old I have to bring a chair, so it doesn't look as good. But the event down there is really big. Yesterday I went to the 4th of July party with the Rainbow Women of the Coast Side, and they are so excited. They've been there for 14 years, and in 14 years they've been treated like we don't want you here. And this is the first time where somebody stood up to that and said, you do want us here.
Right.
And
we are here.
We are here. And, I'm your neighbor. I live 3 miles from the restaurant.
Right.
So I am a neighbor. The treatment that I received down in Half Moon Bay area is, in a word, unbelievably, incredibly good.
Yes.
3 words.
Okay, 4 or 5. But anyway.
But still, that's good news. That's so awesome.
We're really accepted. We're welcomed into the community. My neighbors are so proud to have a gay person. They bring their neighbors over and say, we have a real
It's the minority that probably harassed you, and that's the thing. People think it's the majority when people get harassed, but usually it's the minority of people. So how did it come about? Did you push it into the socio blog, or did somebody pick it up?
Well, actually, I'm under a contract that says I really can't discuss how it occurred.
Okay.
So you can imagine if I have a contract that says that, it was kind of like.
Good for you, girl.
I know what happened.
She knows what happened.
But you're not under a contract.
And now they've become really open to us. They've opened their venue. I go down there, and the chef comes out and makes my wife and I special treats. And don't worry, that's not on the bill. So it's really I love restaurants where the chef comes out and treats me like Miss Connie.
Oh, there
and
you
so,
go. Well, even in clubs here in San Francisco, I've heard them talking about the event and people taking groups of cars out to come to the event, and they're so excited to have something happening in that area. Who knew? I had no idea that area just didn't really have that much pride thing going on.
Yeah.
Because San Francisco is such a giant one, I guess it kind of eclipses everything.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun because we're covering it next week.
Yes, Maria Konner is going to be on.
I'm gonna be your anchor woman, and it's gonna be really easy. We're just gonna walk around and ask people how do they feel about it.
One thing that
we think it's a great event.
One thing we're realizing now is you need to make reservations. You can call it, which is like for me a drag show where you have to call and make reservations in an area that until now has never seen a drag show.
Well, because they're excited. They don't get, I think a lot of times there's a lot of things going on in San Francisco. A lot of people are, I wouldn't say jaded, but they've seen a lot of stuff. So it's harder to get them to come to something like this. But then when you go out of the town where they're not bombarded by weekly shows with drag performers and this, that, and the other, then all of a sudden it's like, wow, this is exciting. So this is at the Half Moon Bay Brewing Company.
Half Moon Bay Brewing
at
Company.
390 Capistrano Road.
So if you end up in Half Moon Bay, if you go to Half Moon Bay proper, you're going to be 3 miles too far away. So we're Princeton by the sea, which is just really lovely, and
by the airport, right?
Right there by the airport.
I used to fly into that airport when I was a boy.
The airport is awesome, you probably hi pilot.
I used to be a pilot, and then it came a little bit hard to navigate when I wasn't really paying attention.
And that was in the plane you built by scratch, right?
Yeah, with my bare hands. When I was a warrior, a corporate warrior.
I remember when the Wright brothers came in that time, and you and I dated them.
Yeah, remember that? Yeah, exactly.
Different story.
Oh God! And when rediscovered the wheel. Didn't we have a crazy night that
telling
night?
you.
Oh, I'm telling
It
you.
was crazy. And then we beat everybody up. It's always the most macho guys that become women. It's always the military guys.
You know, I was always
Makes sense.
true.
excited
Makes sense.
with
Yeah.
my parents. We came over the ice bridge from Siberia.
Yeah.
We were chasing mammoths.
Yeah,
and I'll
I know.
Oh my
never
God,
forget-
that
and we'd
Will
ki- and we'd-
lover was good.
Well,
yeah.
and we'd kill them, and then I'd say to my father, "Are we going to take their body?" And he'd say, "No, leave them here. They'll be oil for a future generation."
Yeah.
And so he was right.
I'm going to
So-
mark this Exxon.
Yeah, and like we named it, like we said that's just standard. Leave it there.
There, exactly.
You know,
that's
and
great.
so it's really wonderful. But getting back to the event.
Not to be missed.
So anyway, let's just go real quickly. This is also Sunday, July 13th, correct?
No, Saturday.
Oh, I'm sorry, Saturday, July 13th.
Saturday.
You're the DJ. You
I am
better.
DJ. I better be there on the right day.
He
gonna
better
say,
be
man.
there because without him, then he's union. We can't play music.
Oh, that's right. I will be there. Don't worry.
And how should I
And
dress?
So tell
Should I
us who's
dress like-
performing.
Should I dress like really sexy or kinky or?
I dress. My wife tells me, like I look like I'm lost and I should be in Orange County or something. So, like if you come and you don't have the Orange County look, it's cool.
Bring a little San Francisco style.
We'll bring
Yeah.
some San Francisco style.
You
yeah,
know,
exactly.
what they're expecting is, I don't know, what's that word? Homosexuals.
Oh, well, I qualify for
I don't
that.
even know what that means anymore. Everything's
Well,
queer.
that's
So-
because it's San Francisco.
Queer.
Yeah.
Some
Like
people
Priscilla, Queen of the
some
Desert.
people you call
Yeah.
queer and they look at you and they go, queer? What the fuck you mean queer? You
Yeah.
know? And it's
Yeah.
like, well,
Good,
okay. So
So anyway,
yeah, give us that man.
those
We got to do a
days
man
in San
shake here.
So
yeah.
the music's going to start at like 3, correct? And then the show is going to be at 4 o'clock.
the music's going to start at 3, and like all good drag shows, we're going to start exactly when that big hand
tick,
hits
tick.
the 4.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
it's going to be
Drag time is precise.
Drag time is precise.
Always
so
an hour.
if you're there 1 minute late,
You'll miss the whole thing.
you'll miss the whole.
It'll be ruined for you.
It will. You'll know the end of the
Yeah.
show.
Are you going to be there, Tweaka?
I am. I'm going to be performing. And Dan, are we having like some sort of special intro song for this? Have you decided
Oh,
yet?
I got one.
I'm sure you'll have one.
Oh my god.
What is it?
What's going to be?
I have by Does It Offend You? Yeah.
Good.
I don't know if you know them. And the name of the song is Attack of the 60-Foot Lesbian.
Oh, good.
That's funny.
That's
And
good.
I like
it
that.
is just boy, it just says leave now while you have the chance.
You know,
Been warned.
Connie, I love when you push the envelope.
I
Can you
never
push it a little
push
bit
the
further
envelope.
from now on? Just
Well, you know,
He always tries.
and now
Dan's looking at me in horror.
I know. No, what you
Oh my God! Don't say that.
This- don't worry, Connie,
This
in
is the
good mode.
coolest
Take
one.
us to the edge here, girl.
I'm a member of the Tea Party, and
Okay.
Oops.
we have a
What
new
is that,
Tea
an
Party
earring?
flag.
Isn't that lovely? Don't tread on me. That's not.
Don't
well,
tread on
with
me.
the rainbow. Don't tread on my rainbow.
Don't tread on my rainbow.
Motherfucker.
Motherfucker. Well, it should say bitch, but they couldn't spell it
Yeah,
right.
bisexual
It was
snake or
don't
something.
tread on me, bitch.
Bitch.
But
I can see where they started the
Did you
B.
lose an ear?
yeah,
I
but
lost my earring. It's on the
they
floor.
lost it.
I
so-
saw.
Oh.
It's
Well, you know, I'm
silver.
sure this will be flying
Sure,
full
silver earrings.
mast at the.
I went and bought a whole
Half
bunch
Moon
of
Bay
gay
Brewing Company?
flags.
Yeah.
I bought a pride flag.
Okay.
I bought leather flags.
I love the
bought-
leather.
Well, next month.
Yeah.
And then
Each table gets a flag. Huh?
Right.
each table gets a fag.
A fag and a
Or a
flag.
flag and a
Or
flag.
maybe you have a flag with the flag representing the flag.
Exactly.
Say that a few times fast.
And then I get down on the highway every once in a while in
course you wanna come to this
Montero
show.
and wave
Sit
my
down,
gay
honey, I'm gonna
flag at
stand
people
up.
going
course.
past.
Is that working for you?
That's working
Is it
for
working
me.
better than Polk?
It's working better than Polk. They expect me to be a little bit older. They like mature women.
They do.
So,
Well,
like it works out
roadside
great.
hooking is a lot different from street side hooking.
Well, no, and I know, and you put the flag up, and they're not surprised when you pull your panties down. So
It's to be expected. So, who is performing at this lovely event?
we're going to have Tweaka Turner.
Which is awesome. Yay.
And we're going to have DJ
Me?
Dank
Yes.
blow you away with music that is played in every gay bar in
I'm going to play the
world.
most homosexual music. I mean, bring your kids because
Yeah.
they will become gay.
It's the best dance
Exactly, and and then we're going to have Mama Dora.
Love the Mama Dora.
We are going to have Sheena Rose,
Love the
my
Sheena.
favorite,
We love the Sheena.
and our headliner, Drum roll.
Boom.
Raquella.
Yay!
Beautiful
I like the
Raquella
name.
with the big boobs and the.
Is she a drag queen or
No, she's a real
no,
fish.
she's a
a
real.
real- that's good.
Maria's already a fan, I can see.
And then we have a special guest. We have people coming over from San Jose Pride. So if you'd like to, broaden your gene pool, there's going to be homosexuals coming from
Oh,
there.
wow.
Oh.
You can catch
So-
their-
We're gonna mix all of our genes and sperm and
Exactly. So,
material
and
together.
then we can start like,
fermenting at the Half Moon Bay Brewery.
That's right.
Crowdsourcing ideas.
Half Moon Bay Brewing Company just won an award for one of their beers.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they have what, fish and chips?
Right.
Fish-
so,
they
so
have
come
fish and
thirsty.
chips.
Come thirsty and hungry.
And bring your family.
Totally.
The cool thing about this,
Won't be boring.
Yeah, Connie Servative's giving an event. You want to bring your children.
Yeah.
you
yeah.
want to bring your children.
If you want to hard them up and get a good dose of reality, inoculate them against the future.
And I think the restaurant may be having a special on fish that day.
Oh, as
Yeah.
they should.
As long as they have chocolate there.
I'm sure there'll be a lot of fish there.
And does this cost anything?
It's free.
It's free, people.
And what we are doing is we're going to be passing a collection, and the money that we raise is going to go to veterans up at Fort Miley
Awesome.
for which I'm a veteran, and
Yes.
I thought, hey,
Wow.
let's broaden out our community and show that
Absolutely.
we're part of
Way
the
to go.
real
Way to go.
world.
Well,
Representing veterans.
way to
Right,
go being a
right.
pioneer and going
And
out
so
for
we're
rights.
gonna have the American Legion Ladies Auxiliary there collecting money. So this is going to be like a pride event that is really very much community oriented
And a great fundraiser.
and a great fundraiser. We're going to raise money.
And it's free.
And it's free.
And
I
there'll
know.
be
The ocean is right across the street, so
swim.
It's gonna be
you know,
cool
Oh,
and
it's gonna
cool
be so
off in the
nice.
ocean
Fresh
after
air.
the hot show.
I mean, you can from the stage you can see the sailboats.
Well, if you guys need more information, you can look on, I'm looking at it right now, on the Facebook, in the events page. It's called Half Moon Bay Pride 2013. So there you can find the address and the links and all the other stuff. And you can invite your friends.
Or they can get me on Facebook at Connie Servative, and for the next week I'm going to stop my political rants and just get into this stuff.
Way to go.
We have, the one thing that we have to remember is as a community, we need to be diverse as a
Yes.
community.
Very diverse.
We can't be singular or single-minded because we get screwed by everybody, from Republicans, Democrats, Independents, and
Whichever
now
way
they have
they
a new
feel like going.
Libertarian Party that's going to screw us.
So,
Yeah.
We need to be a cohesive group, put
Yes.
our differences aside,
Yes.
look at a common goal and say, here's what we want, here's what you're going to do, and here's how you're going to make it happen. And unless we're all prepared to do that, we're all going to be walking around in fear of somebody pulling over and shooting you or
beating you up or
beating you
all
up.
that stuff. Because I had a friend that was beat up this weekend during Pride.
really?
Dressed in drag going to a show.
Who? What?
It was Ruby Blue Genderbender
Really? Here in
And
San
here in
Francisco?
San Francisco this weekend. So
And unless
she's
we-
okay, but we're all worried about stuff
But
like
where
that.
did she get jumped?
I'm not quite sure. I think it was in Soma.
In Selmer. Really? That's
And
crazy.
so, that's what we
Yeah.
need to do, and that's what this show is about.
Yes.
So we go down and, we show these people, we're here. We're your friends. You can come. We're entertaining. We're going to have fun with you. We're collecting money for one of your favorite causes,
Right.
veterans.
And you're now a cool city. Half
And
Moon
it's
Bay
a
is
cool
now-
city.
Exactly.
It has a
classic
nice ring,
surfing
doesn't
town.
it? Half Moon
Yeah.
Bay Pride.
It certainly
I like
does.
that.
Yeah.
And I am super
Now,
excited.
The other thing too is if we can make this a success, can't speak anymore. They're going to do this 4 times a year. Just this kind of show event. Now there's other venues who have started contacting me, asking me, "Can you do it here too?"
See?
And I said, "Of course we can." So we have some people coming down to view the event who are looking at it not just as an event, but how can I bring this into our business?
Right.
And so this is like
Touristy town.
touristy town. We go in there, we say, hey, you know, like we're full of pride. We won't eat your children. We already ate all.
We got drag queens, we got performers.
Yeah, and then of course the marketing people are going to say, after you come down to Half Moon Bay for the day and check out our great food, you don't have to go back into San Francisco to see a show. Stay here one more night in Half Moon Bay.
Oh,
and we play a
man.
song. Ding, 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 ding. And watch us.
Do you know
kind
the
of thing.
way to
Do
Half Moon
you
Bay?
know the way
Good to have
That's
you
not-
today.
That's perfect.
Totally.
And then when you hear
Way
our
to Half Moon Bay.
when you hear
Yeah.
our theme song, you'll say, "How come somebody didn't use that before?" And
Exactly.
it's because I'm smart.
Yeah,
Well,
of course.
Connie, way to go. I mean, it just shows that if something happens and you're not happy with how you were treated or what was happening to you,
Get
if
pissed
you
off.
get pissed off, take account and defend yourself, and you'll never know how many people's lives you're going to change. And that's super important.
That's right. It's a new world. When you speak up, it will get caught.
Exactly.
As long as you do all this tweeting stuff.
Yeah,
whatever.
as long as you do, yeah, exactly. Do all your home tweeting and vining
You
and
know,
everything else.
and I think the other thing, we fought so long and so hard for basic rights. I mean, the basic right to get married in 8 states. Give me
Yep.
a break. Come on, 8 states? Isn't there 57? You know, so
A lot of work ahead still.
beg your pardon.
I said a lot of work ahead
Well,
still.
it's an
know?
experiment. They got to see just whether or not marriage is really wonderful or how miserable it can be sometimes.
I've been married 40
Some
years
people I
come
know.
March. 40 years.
40
for me
years.
in March. And that's just been everything from working on oil rigs to being a leather boy. So
Oh, you got the whole spectrum
Oh,
going, girl.
Connie is a fascinating
Oh, yeah.
Connie's every woman and man.
That's right. You're riding the rainbow, girl.
Almost every genre of
You're running every
under,
frequency, girl.
under that rainbow.
I am my own LGBT.
I think you're like an alien.
Yes, you
You're like
are.
an alien who doesn't know what sex to be, so you'd like try both. That's what I think. I gotta try it all.
Well, guys,
Anyway, on that
All
note,
3 of them.
I know.
we are
You-
super
you-
forward
three
looking
sexes.
forward to seeing you next week.
perfect.
Tweaka, I can't wait to see what you do. You perform at my
Yeah.
clubs for years, and, I always
and
enjoy
I know
your
you're going to
performances.
bring it out with
You
your
know,
music.
I'll have
Yeah.
it there. We're going to have a great time. So people, come out to Half Moon Bay next Saturday. It's going to be awesome. So
Okay.
thanks for coming.
All
Okay,
right.
so thank you guys for coming out. We'll be right back with our next guest.
After
At
this
this
word
point,
from Pro.
Yeah.
exactly.